What's up, y'all? It's Mr. 6'8" in the house. Look, I've been gone for a long time. Let me just take a sip now. Okay. Whew. So I've been gone for a while, but now I'm back once again. Y'all know I sit here and pop in and pop out of this thing. But nonetheless, though, I had to sit here and come on here and show y'all some love because I've been neglecting y'all. I know it. I've been neglecting y'all. I get it. But you know, sometimes life just sit here and gets into you. I will be posting a life update video after this. Just sit here and keep your eyes peeled on my channel. You'll sit here and catch up on what's been going on in my life. But nonetheless, I wanted to come on here to sit here and talk about why did nobody sit here and tell me that Cam Newton had a show on YouTube called Sip and Smoke? Baby, when I tell you it was a show that I didn't know that I needed the most, and it was everything. And his featured guest, who I was just happened to be scrolling on YouTube, was GOTDAMN ZO, also known aka as I Am Zo, the famous, IG star, YouTube star, became famous on Vine. Pretty much got his start there and just, completely just catapulted into other things such as Wild and Out. Now he has his own, successful just brand. He's just a walking brand. And it just warmed my heart to see a person of a representation of the LGBTQ community sit down with a heterosexual man and just have good conversation, because it lets people know that not all of us is just over the top, flamboyant and just, and even if you are, even if that is you, it still does not matter, because, at the end of the day, you still are allowed to be who you want to be. But it just warmed my heart to see the dynamic of a heterosexual male and a man that is a representation of the gay community, come together and just sit down and have good conversation. And when I tell y'all, it was everything. First of all, let's just get into the whole back scene. So it was giving me really like 50s, the detective vibe. Cam Newton had, he always comes with the fashions. He had this little country club outfit on, with the socks showing and the little, I forgot what you call those little caps that the man used to wear back in the day. But, your uncle wore one, child, and he had some shades on while he was sipping that moonshine. Y'all know what I'm seeing, talking about. But nonetheless, it was everything. I enjoyed it. I thought that the backdrop of it was all the overall vibe. I liked how they had this soft, quiet, like 50s era music type playing. It just was overall a good vibe. And basically, it seems like that the show starts out with, Cam offering the guests, a cigar to sip on. Now, Zoe, all due respect, even though I'm here for you 100%, but baby, you was up there holding that that little cigar blunt, whatever you want to see and call it, child. You was holding it like somebody auntie, honey, is what you was saying holding, honey. You know how your auntie stand hold it and they be sitting back in the chair like this, child? That's how, baby, that's what it was giving me, okay? It was giving me all of that, okay? And I was here for it all, but it just showed me a whole different side of Zoe, because, normally Zoe is all turned up, energetic, ready to sit here and get it popping, twerkaholic, all of that. But to see him, just be so cool, calm, demeanor, and he just was like, you could tell that he was kind of not really shy, but, just kind of like well composed, toned down for the setting that it called for. And I think that, pretty much he was explaining in the comments, underneath the video on the BT Network YouTube channel, that he's like that because of the fact that if he don't know you, then he's kind of like an introvert. But once he gets to know you, then he's more like an extrovert. So, that's probably the reason for, as far as for him being, as far as not really as, the personality that we're used to seeing, basically, okay? Nonetheless, though, it was awesome. They talked about where he was from, which shout out to Henry County, McDonough, Georgia, baby. That's my hometown. I claim that even though I wasn't born and raised in Henry County, but baby, I'm a representation of Henry County too. So I've always felt like that we got that connection that, I live in McDonough. He's from McDonough. Zoe is. So I just thought that, it was good that he gave a shout out to Henry County, okay? Because a lot of y'all hoes out there that live in Atlanta want to sit here and try to comfort us talking about Henry County is not Atlanta, which is not. But I'd rather be in Henry County than Morrow or Clayton. Catch that. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Quiet as it's kept, I live for Clayton County. So I'm just joking, y'all. But I'm just saying, y'all gonna start coming for us down here in the South because we on the South side of Henry County. Quiet as it's kept. Shaq lives out here. T.I. and Tiny lives out here. A couple of other stars live. Look, don't sleep on Henry County. Henry County is where the rich people go, okay? Rich like this and like that. To come out here and get they judged, okay? That's exactly what it's giving. And you liable to see a Bentley or Lamborghini go up and down Eagles Landing Parkway at any given rate. So don't sleep on Henry County. I'm just sitting here letting y'all know. Nonetheless, back onto the conversation though. Now, one thing that I did like about, the whole conversation and sit down with Zoe and Cam is that you could obviously tell that Cam was very confident in who he was, sitting across from a guy of Zoe's caliber, and it warmed my heart to see that he embraced and welcomed Zoe. And I like the fact that he, basically told him, even though Zoe was explaining to him how, he sometimes, about toning down stuff and this and that. But I like how he basically told Zoe that, he's allowed to be himself and he still, accepts people of all different calibers regardless. Like that shows me growth and maturity in a person when a person can sit here and tell you, look, I'm with you. I support you 100, whether you like man, whether you like apples, oranges, gorillas, dogs, cats, whatever. It was just sitting here really giving me what I needed, okay? And I was here for it. Baby, my phone finna go dead. Hold on. All right, can y'all see me? Okay, nonetheless though, it was giving me everything that I sit here and needed because of the fact that it really just, showed me that people can coexist in two different in the same environment and be of two complete different cloths as far as in terms of, having two different backgrounds from two different walks of life. And that's the one thing that I admire and I liked about the fact of seeing this conversation was just seeing how, Cam, was just, first of all, Cam did such a great job. Cam did such a great job. Hold on, y'all. And the word is going on. Baby, my phone doing tricks and shows. So I pray to God that I get through this video without any hiccups. Because, baby, it is doing the most right now, baby. It is just sitting here weighing me out. You hear me? It is weighing me out. But nonetheless, though, it just, first of all, I thought Cam was a great interviewer. He clearly did his research before Zoe came. And it just made me happy to sit here and see him ask real important questions about as it pertains to Zoe's life. I think he also dived into like the whole wilding out Nick Cannon situation with Zoe and, just like things that, Nick Cannon may have offered advice to Zoe and things like that. Just all kinds of stuff that he talked about. But like I said, one of the things that really stood out to me the most was the fact that, they talked about Zoe and his, how he became to be this huge social media influencer on top of that, as well as, being a representation of the LGBTQ community and how, basically he still accepts and loves on him. Like that was the most pivotal thing out of everything to me that I see here and felt about everything. Okay. And also, as I had mentioned before, I love the backdrop. I love the whole vintage era style, really giving you 1960s, 70 vibe, like real toned down, dim, like a fancy restaurant when you walk into it. Like it was really great. And I went behind the scenes video to look at as far as like behind the scenes of how it was set up. And baby, when I tell you that's, I don't know whether it's a studio or a house, but baby, that studio is everything. everything. You hear me? Everything, okay? And I like the fact that Zoe, he didn't come with no entourage. He came with one person, I think, when he arrived to the set. And I don't know, maybe that was like a best friend or whatever, but I like the fact that he was like, hey, I'm here by myself. Come on, let's do the doggone thing. Let's roll. Let's go ahead and get this money, okay? And, you know, basically, that was that. And, you know, he asked Zoe what was next for him in life. And Zoe had mentioned that he might have an upcoming television project coming up. So stay tuned. You know, hopefully we will get to see him on TV again, because I do think that Zoe has a great personality. And how I wanted to kind of tie this as far as to end this video and the segue of it is that if you ever want to see proof that people from walks of life can coexist in the same room together and have healthy dialogue and open conversations about anything, take a look at this Sip and Smoke show episode that, you know, had Zoe in it from I Am Zo, aka Goddamn Zo. Go on to BET Networks. It should be maybe like a week ago, I think it was posted. I'm not sure, but take a look. I'm quite sure it's easy to find. BET Networks on YouTube, and take a look at, you know, Cam Newton and I Am Zo interview, and let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know what you sit here and think about it. Did you like it? Did you didn't like it? Leave your comments. Express yourself. Okay, is the microphone on? Do it talk out loud? If it's talking out loud, what does it sit here and saying? Okay, baby, it's sitting here and saying, I pray we all be ready. That's what it's saying. Nonetheless, y'all sit here and get into the interview and let me know what y'all sit here and think. I got a couple of other videos to sit here and make, and then I got to get some sleep before I go to work. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.